We're 97
101 in Emanu-El Valley. Emanu-El Valley. It's nicer here. Could someone put on the air? The air needs to go. Yeah, it's a bit of a schwitz.
I made it. How are you?
Hello, Kim.
See, back east, but I can't
Yak Shema.
Yeah.
You speak Polish?
You know how that works.
You speak Polish?
Neither do I, but I could.
You talked about
That's all right.
Yeah, not too far. No, he felt my phone down there.
Oh, you tried your cut now.
And they told me they were still open. It was like 45.
Yeah, well, you'll get it someday.
Someday.
So I'm just telling you, Yak Shamash is how are you? And you say Gobche, and he's fine.
I'm gonna. We're gonna stick in the area.
Good to see you. And I didn't mean to interrupt the Hebrew lesson.
They're great.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
He's becoming a serious scholar. He's been 3 years of graduate school.
So,
And now he's in his second job. 6 months. It is in Colorado Springs. And we're going to go see him in a road trip. When we are only real travel.
78.
Kimmy, you have this already?
I do.
Cool.
Thank you.
Are you board at the That's very kind of you. Did you see Lana do it last week? She was, I don't know, I forget how she rejected efficiency though, right? It's wonderful here.
Yes, and this is we're talking
So fun to stay with friends, isn't it?
was this. Yes.
We're on page 14. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Yidnalech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So good to be with you on this beautiful evening. I'm sure it's warm or not, we're together. How wonderful it is that we are together. If we begin, or we continue, I should say, with our lighting of the Shabbat candles, I'd like to call upon Tim Jackman to lead us on page 19.
In every beginning there is darkness. The darkness of chaos seems eternal. Yet form emerges, light dawns, and life is born. In the beginning the Most High made heaven and earth. In every beginning there is darkness. The darkness of ignorance, which smothers human dignity. The darkness of fear, which chokes the creative will. The darkness of tyranny, which stifles freedom. The Most High said, "Let there be light." The Sabbath candles celebrate the divine power that makes for life and life.
Bring it all.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher nishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu b'chadlikner shel Shabbat.
Blessed is the eternal power that inspires our people to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Blessed is the source of life in Shabbat.
May we be blessed with the light of dignity, creation, and freedom. May we be blessed with the light of joy, love, and peace.
So before we welcome the Shabbat bride with Lakado Dira, I'm going to turn us in our, we're actually going to go a little back, and we're going backwards in this part now, from our candle lighting. We're going to be on page 17 with one of our psalms that is supposed to warm us up for this moment of receiving Shabbat. So we're doing things in a slightly different order, but there's a method.
To God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru to God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All
as we prepare to welcome Shabbat.
Version from Cantor Shafritz, which is a congregation in Jerusalem that many of us at HEC where students belong to. I know I did. And that particular tune comes out of a Native American tune. Isn't that cool? You can just feel that, right? Just feel the Native American energy. It's just beautiful.
I didn't know that. I learned something.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. That was a great congregation. And the Baruch Hu that they would do at Cantor Shafritz is based on a Japanese tune. Really very cool. Yeah, really cool. We continue on page 22 with Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkana v'yitkadash me'rava ve'amadi rafirutei ve'amif malchutei ve'chai echonu yom echon u'chai echol beit Yisrael Agala Bagala u'vizman karim ve'imru Amen. Yeshmei Baba Mevorach
memory. Thank you, Shirley. Go ahead. As you see arrows pointing up or pointing down, that tells you if you're able to please rise either in spirit or physically. We continue to Baruch Hu. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בדברו מעריב ערבים, בחוכמה פותח שערים, בתבונה משנה עתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, ומשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו, בורא יום ולילה, כולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור, הוא מעביר יום ומביא לילה, הוא מעביר בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים תמיד ולא חלנו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובגומנו, נשיח בפקודך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, באורך ימינו, ובהם נגן יומם בלילה, יומם בלילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
I see in your own page 29, that's all I'm saying.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה היום עבודך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, ושבתך בביתך, ובלכתך הדרך, ושוכבך ופגונך, וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We join together on the bottom of page 30. You shall love the eternal your God with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I, the eternal, am your God. Let you out of Egypt to be your God. I, the eternal, am your God. Page 32. We worship the power that unites all the universe into one great harmony. That oneness, however, is not yet. We see imperfection, disorder, and evil all about us. But before our eyes is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness. These two we have known in some measure. There's evil enough to break the heart, good enough to exalt the soul. Our people has experienced untold suffering and wondrous redemptions. We await a redemption more lasting and more splendid than any of the past. When will redemption come?
When we master the violence that fills our world.
When we look upon others as we'd have them look upon us.
When we grant to every person the rights we claim for ourselves.
Once we were in bondage, then we were free. In this first liberation, our people saw revealed the power of the Most High. They perceived that God's presence redeems time and event from the hands of tyrants. We too acclaim the power that makes for freedom. We sing the song that celebrates our deliverance from Egypt and all bondage. Page 33.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be a shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be a shelter from life's storms. Hashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashivenu leshalom. Hashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashivenu leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be a shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be a shelter from life's storms.
Page 34 on the bottom, we join together. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. May night spread over us a shelter of peace, quiet and calm, the blessing of rest. There will come a time when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish. There will come a day of happiness, of contentment, and peace. Praise be the source of joy within us, the night and its rest, the promise of peace.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת בתורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את
continue now the central portion of our worship with our tefillah on pages 36. Thank you, Naomi.
Adonai Sefatai Tifta Ufi Aditei Matecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohim Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Emanu-El, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Ha'gadol, Ha'gibor, Ha'norah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Torim, Bekonei Ha'kol, Bezocher Chasdei Avot, Be'imamot, U'mevin Geulah Livnei Bneihem, Le'man Shemo Be'ahavam, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magei Avraham, Be'ezrat Tzadkam. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol atah Ve'Hoshia, Mori atah, Mechakel Chayim V'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol Be'rachamim Rabim, Somer Noflim Ve'orfei Cholim, U'matir Asurim, U'mekayem Emunato, V'shenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'mito Melech, Melech Merit U'mechayeh, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah Ha'chayot Hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בך יום יהללו הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
The holiness of this day is not for this day alone. We must make it overflow into all our minutes, to hallow our weekdays from these sacred moments, hour by hour, to make the world a sanctuary where every human soul may be at home. Oh, may the awe we feel at times at the miracle of one another united in prayer be with us tomorrow. Keep tenderness in our words, our touch, and our look. Praise be the world and power within it that hates for holiness. Page 43. We give thanks for the return of our people to Zion. Remembering the pain of her birth, we pray that now and always she may have peace and safety. We give thanks for the freedom in this land. We pray for the peoples of every continent. May their highest hopes be made real, their noblest visions fulfilled.
Praise be the strength and love that makes every land and people grow toward justice and right.
Page 45. We live in two worlds, the one that is and the one that might be. Nothing is ordained for us, neither delight nor defeat, neither peace nor war. Life flows and must freely choose. We can, if we will, change the world that is into the world that may come to be. As you're taught from of old, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from deceitful speech.
Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it.
Be of the disciples of Aaron, loving peace and pursuing it.
Loving all human beings and bringing them to the Torah.
The whole Torah exists only to bring peace, as it is written.
Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace.
Let justice dwell in the wilderness, righteousness in the fruitful field.
For righteousness shall lead to peace, it shall bring quietness and confidence forever.
Then all shall sit under their vines and under their fig trees.
And none shall make them afraid.
So I invite you to close your seat door just for a moment. Our custom on a Kabbalat Shabbat, have a little devar, a little word of Torah as we enter into our silent reflection. And this week's parasha is a double portion, which means I can speak double the time. No, I'm not just kidding. It's Matot Masa'eh, which is the end of the book of Numbers, which means we're getting closer and closer to the high holidays. Let's always look at that for me as we get closer and closer. This particular section is actually a very interesting section. It deals a lot with what we call the priestly class, a lot of the priestly material. For those of you that are into documentary hypothesis, that would be the P author, and that's a lot of the P author that we have in this particular book of our Torah. There's a wonderful quote in chapter 33, verse 39 that says the following: V'Aaron ben shalosh ve'esrim u'me'at shana b'moto b'hor hahar. Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Har. That's all it mentions in this portion. That's it. Good old Aaron. Sorry, Aaron, that's all you get. Well, the rabbis talk a lot about that. What they say is it's kind of, there's a rationale, because according to the rabbis, it's that his death is actually recorded, and it was, in last week's Torah portion. So the mentioning of it here is a reminder that we are not mourning his physical death, rather it is his spiritual death, the death of his legacy of peace and harmony that we mourn. There is so much more than our physicality. The greater loss is the death of what we stand for, our integrity. And we all know what that's like. We've all been tested, right? We've all had moments of that test. Do we stand up for what's right, or we do what everyone else is doing? We as Jews know this well. I think what's so important on this particular parsha, it almost calls us to do this on this Shabbat, is to consider our legacy. What is it that we leave behind? In our tradition, we talk about a Shem Tov, a good name. It's stronger than death itself. But what is that Shem Tov for us? What does that good name mean? What is our legacy? What is it we bequeath to those that follow us? So I invite us during these few moments of silent reflection to consider ourselves a little bit. Not the world. We can that's all we want about global warming, man. We got more examples we can know that we can count. We can look at our world and all those other elements. But let's look at ourselves today, on this Shabbos. What is it that we leave this world? What is it we're going to leave as our legacy? We pause in silent reflection. It's a pretty good cantor, huh? What do you think? Very good, huh? Can't do this every Shabbos to you, but it's still wonderful to hear you. Wow. We now focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. That healing may be one, a physical healing, a spiritual one, or even a mental one. As we think of Sandra Adams, Sally Melendez, Hannah Bat Miriam, Eliana Bat Hannah. Someone's being warned about something. Ivan Aronson, Bob Bell, Robert Berg, Mark Berlant, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Sarah Beinstock, Sandy Beinstock, W.L. Bradley, Rich Burns, Esther Burton, Bob Kant, Dr. Edward Kahn, Nicole Chapman, Chu Chi, Sandy Cohen, Lori Vensky, Carolyn Franklin, Barbara Fiedman, Jason Fishoff, Holly Fugit, Lori Gann, Mandy Gillis, Harry Glade, Mary Gold, Ted Gudlin, Rosie Gurman, Courtney Hansen, Linda Harris, Dr. Gary Height, Mimi Jones, Evelyn Katz-McCosker, Liatzvia Batliba Elchanan, Carol Lerner, Shirley Lerner, Nitya Leos, Bobby Lotman, Austin Lucero, Janice Lucero, Karen Mack, Eva Misle, Vivian Cooper Moore, Gunther Myberg, Brad Parkins, Stephanie Rasmussen, Carol Ross, Linda Rogers, Ben Rubin, Marilyn Rudy, Dolores Sams Hoy, Gary Sanders, Laura Sanders, Malachi Sorensen, Meyer Shaddix, Donna Shine, Sybil Summer, Donna Thyman, Van Ty Train, Gina Thrower, Wendy Okumwagel, Teresa Walsh, Jeannie Watson, Nancy Weisenfeld, Sue Whitten, Sherman Wong, Brandon Yarkin, Madison Zales, and everyone who is suffering from coronavirus. If you wish to add another name to our healing list, I invite you to raise your hand and call it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Surfside, thank you. Wish upon all those we mentioned, those remain unnamed, refuah shlema, speedy complete recovery. As we join together and pray for their better health, we continue on page 101 with Debbie Freeman's Mishaderach. Continue with announcements.
Mystery woman of day.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Kim Jackman, and on behalf of Temple Emanu-El's Board of Trustees, I'm thrilled to welcome you to our second in-person patio Kabbalat Shabbat of the season, and our second Shabbat with our new cantor, Leah Shafritz. This Sunday at 5 p.m., our Safer Club will hold its next book discussion on Zoom. We'll be discussing The Golem and the Jinni by Helene Wecker. On Tuesday, the rabbi will be on vacation, so zoom in and chat with Stephanie Pollock, our executive director, at noon. Have fun. Next Shabbat and through the first Shabbat of September, join us for live in-person Kabbalat Shabbat. Next Shabbat, our limit will be 65 people, so please sign up right away. Again, if you miss the in-person sign-up, the service will be streamed for you to enjoy from home. The JFS Backpack Drive continues until July 23rd. If you're able to participate, pick up a tag here on the easel.
Yeah, it's in the office. It'll come out.
Okay.
I think Stephanie's getting it as we speak.
Okay. Or visit the link from our website where you can find
Stephanie Pollock, everyone.
backpack.
Stephanie Pollock, yeah.
We'll get them later.
Sorry, Kim.
That's okay. No, that's good. Or visit the link from our website where you can find backpack requests to fulfill. Items can be dropped off at the JFS office or... Thank you, Stephanie. Or in specially marked bins at the Leafy campus. Looking ahead, save the date for our in-person Shabarbecue on August the 6th. It will have a limit of 75 people, so look for the sign-up to come online in the next couple of weeks. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom.
This went very well. So we continue with Elenu on page 500, or I guess 106 here, sorry. And I see an arrow, so your choice. To those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, life and death. It's our custom, our minhag here at Temple Emanu-El, upon hearing the name of our loved one, if we choose to stand as a sign of your love and grief for that person, and to remain standing until all the names on our yard set list have been recited. Then together we will all rise. On this Shabbat, be mindful of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning for Roberta Stivelman-Newman. We also think of those that are grieving the Shana, the first year of mourning for Leon Averick, Robert Baker, Pauline Anderson Berkowitz, Tony Berliner, Roy Robert Creech, Bill Davenport, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Charles Green, beloved former president of our congregation, Bob Hirsch, Rita Kane, Selma Karcham, Janet Katz, Kevin Krieger, Hal Latz, Father Bill Leninger, Marion Suni Levin, Michal Lubin, Michael Meltzer, Manny Migdal, Patricio Orozco, Arlene Ravel, David Reiser, Steve Reese, Cami Resnick, Edith Robinson, Stanley Rosen, Steve Rosenthal, Lois Rosette, Betty Rossman, Boris Supak, B. Chandler Shaw, Kit Snyder, Greg Stiller, Joel Strauss, Gunther Vogler, Carol Wachtenheim, Marty Weisblatt, Henry Wild Sr., Millie Wolfson. We also think of the following yard sites that we observe on this Shabbat, as we think of Stephen Asmussen, Leslie Bamberg, Maxwell Bravo, David A. Cohen, Anita Elner, Corrine Gold, Elizabeth Green, Rosie Ivy, Rose Kaufman, Max Kaufman, Sid Kowalski, Pauline Kowalski, Edith Stein Covenant, Dr. Louis Lackner, Jack Leiter, Leo Lindauer, Ruth C. Madison, Isidore Martz, Robert Mizrahi, Joy Morris, Rebecca Muscatel, Doris Nadell, Elsie Ray Neal, Jack Rotofsky, Joseph Rudin, Walter Saltzman, Chester Schneider, William Schwartz, Leo Siegel, Molly Siegler, Lil Silverstein, Morley Silverman, Carrie Saag, Benjamin Thaler, Judson Thurston, Nathan Shrester, Max Wyman, Chlorine Wheeler, Robert J. Wright, Simon Zwern, Zichronam Livracha. May all the memories of our loved ones endure as blessings. As you rise, turning to page 110, to recite our Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברח חילותי והמליך מלכותי, לחייכון וביומייכון, ובחיי בכל בית ישראל, בעגלה וזמן קריב יבואו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה ברכו, לעולם מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן ואלמה ויבואו אמן. יהי שלום רבה משמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויבואו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ויבואו amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to those who are grieved among us, wherever they may be, as we say together, amen.
We'll conclude with Adon Olam this evening. Not as fun of a melody, I guess, as last week.
Last week was
but
really
still a good
fun.
one. Yeah. We're page 113.
Now, I just want to make this clear. We're not going to do a Dolan at the end of every service, right, Cantor?
No, I know some other tunes.
She may know another song, but just don't worry. We're fine.
Adon Olam Hashem Alach V'teret Kol Yitzir Nivra Ve'ein Nasav Yizet Sofo Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichos Advos Levado Yimlos Torah
Wow, excellent. So, of course, because we're not quite doing our normal Kiddush Motzi yet, we're getting there. We, of course, will have our very special Kiddush. We'll give you the real one, Cantor. And now our trusted assistants will pass out to each of you shots, Kiddush shots.
We'll see if I can get through it this week.
Yeah, I'm not going to, I'll try not to make them shots, but I can't help with this thing. It's the funniest thing ever. We should do Jello shots. I never really did that. I think I missed that in college. Jello shot, right? I didn't miss much, did I? Already then I was drinking better things than that. I just like it's grape juice, yes. So what you'll need to do is be very careful. It's a two-handed feat. If you need help, let me know. I'll come and help. But you got to take the little top off. And here, Deb, I'll take one of those. Shake it up first. Shake it first. That's the key. We learned that last week. Shake it.
Wait until we're done shaking. Is everyone's all shook up? All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei v'rihat hafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho e'ahavav u'v'rotzo yitfilanu. Zikaron le'maaseh bereshit, Yehudot tehillah le'mikra'ei kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu b'marta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodsheha, v'ahava u'ratzon, kidhaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat.
Sweet week, everyone. You want to drink
I think this is my test, Rabbi.
it? Yes. It's your test.
Yes, they are.
I don't think I like these little things.
How's the vintage?
Not a good week.
Not like that.
Yeah, not a good week. Yeah. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. You can move now. So we're just going to ask everyone, we all should be masked, of course, when we're losing a little bit. And I just want to let you know, Cantor had a week delay of all of her,
More than a week.
actually. It was well over a week of her stuff. And the movers literally came at
It was being moved in while we were
4:45
singing
today.
together.
So we're going to excuse her now so she can join her husband Abram and they can finish unpacking, which they've been waiting. So thank you, Cantor. And,
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Put on your mask.
Are you gonna see the Dodgers on your
Actually, I'll see them only on TV. We're not going to go to We will. My daughter and I both will stay home. I went to San Jose Giant games, that was great. But to be around 50,000 people, I'm not going to do that. So I don't think I'm going to go to a major football game.
How's your picture of the guy
Well, we have one of our pitchers today. He had Tommy John surgery. He's out for the year. We have other pitchers. Kershaw's out for a little bit. He's fine. And we probably last back.
Vinny is flying back to visit friends, and she's going to drive with him. She's road tripping. Yeah, and then we're spending some time between vigilance that, you know, the stuff that did not happen. Right, but those individuals have all these extended families. They weren't necessarily there. They were flown in or they drove over. I mean, that's in majority of it seemed like they're parents of young marrieds or, you know, like, families that's check her out at like indeed wait, but they're like they won't on it or Facebook. No, it's not all personal health is little as each because they all do big DNA testing. I am. So they found a Kabbalat number. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that yet. Survive. Damn. That's a miracle. That anything survives. Yeah. The girl, right? The girl?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Take a picture. She was wedged and trapped and seriously injured, but it's like she's fully conscious, never lost consciousness. And she goes, they're leaving tomorrow for Orlando to compete. She's in this, like a national league. It's a very high competitive league. And so her family, her mother survived with her, but she's seriously, like she's on a respirator in the hospital, crushed lungs. Hopefully mom makes it better. Her father died in this apartment. He did recover that. But just as one, 150 lives. And I don't know if it's the same person to survive that. Maybe another person or two. But I think that's it. That's it. They didn't. Just those first couple of hours after the initial class, that's it.
Very good.
This is it's a fun show. Her friend Maddie and the picture. He's very good. Maddie's
We celebrate your name.
he's back up for Maddie. Yes.
Yes, I'm a brand new member. I'm a brand new member.
It's called Matt.
Hi.
Brand new member?
Yes.
It's like our days.
I wanted to tell you about this story. But I'm going to have to learn. I don't know it.
That's where I was.
You didn't come. We invited you. You didn't come to the wedding.
I was 60, 70 years.
What year? 1966. Yeah, 4 years before I got married.